Hello and welcome to Creative Walks number 33. Today I'm walking in a place that has a little bit more of traffic, so apologies for the sound. But I just wanted today to mention this idea that I got after today I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like a very famous entrepreneur and he has a daily vlog and he has all this interesting projects going on. Very, very cool, interesting guy talking about social media. But even beyond that, he has a lot of advice on being an entrepreneur and having self-awareness of who you are and all that kind of stuff. He talks a lot about patience and building a business. It's a lot of interesting things. But today he mentioned something that caught my attention. He was talking about our relationship with time. And I thought that was such a lovely idea, such an interesting way of seeing things, like our relationship with time. So the way he was talking about it was in the context of being patient on the macro game of your life, not expecting things to happen right away, very soon, and how your relationship with time change the kind of behavior you're gonna have, right? When you're playing for the long haul and all that kind of stuff. And then I started thinking about this from a more, maybe expanding a little bit. It was the idea that how do we connect with time in different kinds of things? So for example, when we have our urges or the things we can't live without, how we change our behavior to accommodate those things. Then you have things that you sort of like postpone forever, right? It's one of the subjects that came up a bunch of times here in this podcast. This idea that, I'll do it tomorrow, or even this idea of procrastination. If you're procrastinating about a subject, it's by definition because you believe you'll have time to do it later. You believe your life will continue. And one of the things that a lot of these guys and girls that I've been researching, they think is this idea of how time is finite and how time is a blessing, but we usually don't see it that way. And whenever we have these, let's say, good deadlines, like a trip is coming up, a promotion is coming up, or whatever else, or that exhibit that you're going to show your work if you are like an artist. I remember having that specific moment a couple of years ago, the first exhibit I did, that you want to get things done so that that thing comes. And that I think has all to do with our relationship with time. And then I was even thinking about this project that I've been thinking about that would take basically all of my life. It's a photography project, an idea that I came up when I met my wife. It's a photo project, and it will basically take my whole life to do it, and by definition. And I actually haven't started it yet. And it's one of those projects that it's not that important in a way, and in another way, it showcases how important it is to get started with things. So I will certainly start it, and when I do, I will let you know so that you can pull my ear in case I don't. But it's out in the ether today on episode 33. Anyway, I just thought it would be interesting to have this idea that if we have a relationship with time, maybe we should invite it for coffee, or even better, get drunk with it and get to the real depths of what's going on. Because as with any guest, we never know when they're going to leave. So that has been Creative Walks, very short episode. Hope you find this interesting. My name is Pedro Bonatto. Find me on social media, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.